pen with me. So we'll try this so we can start the video. So the other day I was filming spectacular lightning strikes going on, and I wasn't prepared for a panic attack. It was happening spontaneously, and what was going on is that first I was sleeping, and what sounded like people putting out their garbage and making a rumbling sound. So I did not think too much about it and continued to sleep. And then later on, I heard this huge crack and noticed that the whole room started lightening up. And I got up and I thought, hey, there was a wonderful storm going on. Excited to see it. So I got my phone and I started taking videos what was going on outside, and my conscious mind was thinking that this was a spectacular sight, amazing, and enjoying watching it. Meanwhile, my subconscious was going into a fight, flight, or freeze situation, and it started to build minute by minute. I wasn't listening to my body. I was not paying attention to my mind body. I just kept watching the spectacular lightning display and kept filming. It was about 20 minutes into it, and I noticed that my heart started palpitating, started beating a little bit faster, a little bit of sweat was coming down, and I started just to shake a little. And it was like, uh-oh, because I already knew what was happening. So I stopped filming and was watching just a little bit more because it was still awesome to watch, and got to the point where, no, I can't do this anymore. So I pulled the curtains back, put on some headphones, started listening to music, and started telling myself that I'm okay, I'm in a safe place. There's no harm coming to me at this time. So I was listening to my body, and my body was telling me, you're in danger, you're in trouble. So those are the unexpected triggers that will happen. It could be from a lightning storm, and I'm not paying attention to my subconscious. Could be the backfire of a car, boom, and I get triggered. It could be many things, and sometimes I'm not even aware that I'm triggered. I could be in a park, walking and observing the trees, the birds singing, and just enjoying myself, and all of a sudden I'd get triggered by something. And it could be something as minute. Ammo brass on the ground, and I would not recognize the seriousness of it until later on. My mind would pick that up, and it would start piling on the anxieties. So even in a nice environment, I could still get triggered. I won't even realize why. This usually will happen when I don't get enough sleep, I'm not exercising, I'm not having a good diet. It could be any of those factors. And sometimes it could just happen anyways. But if I'm not taking care of myself and controlling my diet and exercising, then the majority of the times I will be more susceptible to a panic attack. So I have to be healthy. I have to take care of myself. There are times, though, that I put the pressure on me. And this is my fault, I realize. And it'll be like watching a horror movie. And getting excited, getting worked up over it. Days later, all of a sudden I would notice that I'm getting irritable. I'm getting frustrated and annoyed with it. Simplest of things. And then all of a sudden, boom, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I'm going to die. My whole head is just getting really light, and I'm coming into a surreal environment where reality doesn't even really apply. That would be my fault. And people will say, then why? Why would you watch a war movie? Well, there's several factors for that. One, irresponsibility. Two, not all the times does it happen. When I'm at the best of my well-being, have plenty of sleep, eating well, doing a lot of exercise, that's not going to affect me. Like going out and watching fireworks, I have to tell myself, well, I'm going to be in an environment where there's going to be a lot of noise. There's going to be a lot of booms and bangs, and there's going to be light displays, sparks flying everywhere, and I have to warn myself, I got to be prepared for this. And most of the times, I'm okay. Same thing with watching war movies or any other movies that are scary. I don't prepare for it. Let me kind of connote that situation into how other people would be doing this. Same thing. Putting themselves into that kind of situation. Let's say you're going down the freeway or a highway or a road, street, whatever, and there's an accident on the side of the road. Fender benders, car rolled over, something like that. People will have a tendency to drive slow and look at that accident. They would try to see if anybody's hurt. They would try to see what the damage is. And knowing they're looking at something that they're not enjoying, it's not making them feel happy or joyful, and it's probably going to be draining them later on. So, for me, panic attacks happen the majority of the time with sleep deprivation. I get tremendous racing thoughts going on. And I have to watch out too because I have bipolar type 2, and that would get me into a hypomania where I would be spending a lot of times at night with racing thoughts, unable to get to sleep, maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and that would affect me later on. So let's go ahead and close off for today. And we'll see each other later on.